Hello and welcome to your weekly technical update, your guide to the charts that matter this week. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, as equity markets have fallen across the world, investors are wondering if the correction is complete or if this current pullback is going to turn into a deeper correction and possibly enter a bear market. Here's what Violetta Todorova from Leverage Shares is seeing on the local market.
Actually, the decline in the Australian market, it's a little bit worse than what we are seeing in America, with the XGO roughly trading at around 7,900 points. And also we are definitely in oversold territory right here. Of course, I'm expecting to see a little bit of a rebound in the shorter term to unwind those oversold momentum conditions. But my main concern with the Australian market is that the relative strength index, the RSI, dropped to around 20%. The last time we saw the RSI at 20% was during the COVID pullback. So the charts are telling us that momentum conditions are definitely deteriorating and we are not in the bull market we were up until February. So given the deterioration in momentum, I'm expecting to see another leg down after we see the rebound, with potential downside target of around 7,600 points, where I believe we will find strong support. And on the upside, of course, towards the end of the year, I'm expecting to see gradual recovery and a retest of the previous all-time high of roughly 8,600 points.
Well, with the gold price continuing to rise on safe haven buying, gold stocks are responding with some impressive moves. Violetta takes a look at two local stocks with upside.
West African Resources is actually one of the standouts. We've seen a very, very strong and constructive uptrend with the stock. Current price is around $2.34, and the stock unfortunately had a massive run and it's in overbought territory. So I'm expecting to see a little bit of a short-term pullback, a correction to around $2.13, maybe $2, which will be the level I would be looking to start accumulating. I'm very bullish on the stock. I think it will perform very well this year. And my first upside medium-term price target is around $2.80. So buy on weakness West African gold.
And Violetta, another stock that has done very well in the gold space is Genesis Minerals.
Genesis is up in my favorites list as well. Current price, it's around $370. Also, it's in overbought territory, similar to West African gold and similar to gold. So I believe in the next week or so, we are going to see a short-term pullback, which is a healthy correction within the major long-term uptrend. So if we see a pullback to around $3.30, that would be very good entry point for investors, with upside price target over the medium term at around $4.20, so plenty of upside.
Meanwhile, uranium has proved to be a volatile area of the market. Gary Glover from Novus Capital looks at local producer Boss Energy.
Interesting here, because the last couple of weeks, the market's been pretty weak here, but we have seen a decent pop in the uranium stocks there a couple of weeks back. What we did see was a really impulsive bounce. We saw some volumes that are sort of heavier than normal, and then we have seen a little bit of a pullback there last week, but relative to the market again, showing a little bit of early strength there versus the overall market there. So it was just one of the sort of, I think, in the last 2 weeks there, it's probably been one of the strongest sectors, apart from obviously gold, which has been running for a while. But so this is sort of, for me, this is a sector I'm probably watching pretty closely there. And look, if we do have sort of some fears around inflation coming back there, normally value shares, precious metals and energy are probably historically some of the sectors that perform best if we do have inflationary fears. So I'm not sure those fears are backed up by data. I think they're just fearful of what tariffs might do at this stage. But definitely some of the uranium names have showed a bit of strength there in the last couple of weeks. So I think that's a sector to watch pretty closely here.
And that's it for this week's edition of The Charts to Watch. Join us for more technical talk next week. Happy trading.